Walt Disney is suggested to have hated the last cartoon he directed, The Golden Touch, with the short seemingly causing him to completely quit directing animated projects, which is perhaps the best decision he ever made. Walt Disney is remembered as a titan of animation, and rightfully so, but The Golden Touch proves that even he had his failings. Though hated by its creator and critics alike, this places The Golden Touch as an important cornerstone of the company's history. From 1929 to 1939, Walt Disney Productions branched out from their usual fare of Mickey Mouse cartoons and created Silly Symphonies, a series of 75 cartoons that were often accompanied by original or pre-made musical numbers. These short films frequently adapted classic fairy tales and fables, although many elements were changed. In order to produce so many of these cartoons, Walt stepped back from directing in favor of having a hand in every short film released by Walt Disney Productions. During this time, company creator Walt Disney supposedly became unsatisfied with his directors, as his ambitions for future projects like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs influenced his expectations for the short films his company made. As such, Walt Disney decided to come back to the director's chair and make The Golden Touch, and it did not go well. The Golden Touch tells the classic Greek legend of King Midas, a greedy king who gains the power to turn anything he touches into gold. Walt made some big changes to the story, such as setting it in a medieval period and taking out Midas' daughter, the crux of the story in many versions. Upon release, the ambitious 10-minute short film was panned by critics, being considered one of Walt Disney's worst animated short movies at the time. The Golden Touch was criticized for being too slow, mean-spirited, and even poorly animated, as well as scrutinized for its story changes. The Animated Man, A Life of Walt Disney reveals a letter Walt wrote in response to some constructive criticism of the movie, wherein he stated, "I know the picture is not good, but it is impossible to make any radical changes in it at this time. It is unfortunate we missed on Midas, as I felt that it had possibilities of being a very good cartoon. About the best thing we can do at this stage is to profit by our mistakes in the making of future pictures." Given Walt described it as not good and a mistake, it's clear the project he had formerly held high hopes for had turned sour, which may lead credence to the rumors that Walt's hatred for the Golden Touch movie made it a sensitive topic at work. Giving up directing was the best decision Walt Disney made after quitting directing due to The Golden Touch. Walt stepped into a producer role, which is when Disney really started to take off. From here, Walt could oversee both the animated shorts and the ambitious feature-length animated films. Some of the best Disney films were made in the years immediately after Walt's producership, creating a scenario that could have turned out very different if he had kept directing and split his focus more. This legendary string of animated films is what put Walt Disney Pictures on the map, allowing the company to become the media titan it is today. While critics hating a piece of art can lead to a turbulent time for its creator, the poor reception to the Golden Touch movie played a part in making Disney so revered as an animation studio. Without these landmarks, the company, and the field of animation as a whole, could be in an entirely different place today. Ironically, the disappointment and rumored hate Walt Disney held for his last cartoon is what allowed him to make some of Disney's best films, and led to the awards and success that followed.